I'm combat ready.
Welcome back, guys, to Weebs Closet. My name is Nekko.
I'm Drake.
And today we're watching...
The fucking dog just started barking. The actual... You know what? You know what?
Let's use it for the Philosopher's Stone. Oh, wait, it needs to be human life. Damn it!
It's like we literally said, welcome, fucking dog.
Immediately.
Dog.
You already had the intro, even if it was screwed over by a dog. But we're Nekko and Jake, and we're watching Fullmetal Alchemist Episode 8, the 5th laboratory.
This is why we're watching it, because we had, we just need Tucker to come in here and fuse him with, I guess Brittany is the only other one we have in the house.
I know, right?
Brittany and a dog fused. I'm actually curious now. What is going on with that
We were
dog?
planning to kill it, but I think somebody's doing the job for us.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, last episode, we're not safe from everybody because everybody turns into a Philosopher's Stone now.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. We just had them cracking the code, realizing that we need human sacrifices, and now apparently the government, not the government, the police or whatever, were using death row people to use them, or at least that's the speculation. And now we got people going. These guys breaking in.
So now you're taking it one step further. You were like, well, if I was a part of the military, I would use prisoners.
Hell the fuck yeah. I'm just saying, like, if I'm an evil mastermind, I got all these resources in my hand. I'm just saying, yeah, don't make me powerful in any kind of way.
Noted.
Yeah, but go ahead and check our Twitter, Twitch, and our, almost said Facebook, Patreon. From the moment you join our Patreon, you get access to the uncuts of all the different shows that we've done, as well as access to our Discord where you get to chat with us or amongst yourselves about any games, shows, or movies. If you choose to jump into our Weeb Titan tier, you'll have access to our time-exclusive shows. These shows will either be ahead or unavailable to watch in our YouTube. Attack on Titan used to be there, Jujutsu Kaisen just finished, Mob Psycho is starting, and Invincible has been over there for over a year. And for the Fullmetal Weebs, not only do you get shown off here, but you get 1 week early access to the shows currently on the screen, as well as staying ahead into our bi-weekly podcast, and you also get to vote and watch our monthly Anka movie. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and let's start the video. Now let's start the show in 3, 2, 1, go!
So we got an intro explaining alchemy for the 8th time, the actual show intro, and now a recap.
Yes.
Bruh. I know they've been doing this for the last few episodes, but bruh.
Hey, yeah, it's old anime. It is what it is.
It's old anime, and then the Mugen Train arc, and when they turned it into anime episodes, remember how bad it was? How like some of the episodes were actually like 18 minutes long because it was just like a recap.
Did we actually had recaps then? I forgot. 66, really. They did say the numbers back earlier, so I guess.
You move pretty well for your size. If you didn't, though, it wouldn't be worth the effort to cut you down.
Technically, light as a feather.
Well, that's the name they gave me when I came to
Yeah,
work.
technically he's actually lighter than your typical sized human, if you think about it, because armor is not that heavy compared to actual body.
Mm-hmm.
What is all this?
Chinese checkers.
Giant, yeah.
Yes, that's right. I don't know who you are, kid, but you sure figured out a lot just from looking at a transmutation circle.
So you need at least 5 people?
The one in charge of guarding this place from curious brats.
And you try not to take it personally when this boy kicks your ass.
You're an alchemist, are you?
I'm not just
Oh,
any-
shit!
Let's see
He's
what
lightning
you got.
quick.
Fucking call this man McQueen! Ka-chow!
Oh my god. That's number 95.
Do you imagine?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you're hollow inside.
You're a perceptive one.
So they're just like Alphonse.
Yeah, it makes me sick to think there's more than one idiot in the world who came up with the brilliant idea of bonding a disembodied soul to a suit of armor.
I really like this twist.
Back when I still had a living body, I was better known as Slicer. I was a mass murderer, you see.
Tell me something then. This laboratory, are they using condemned prisoners like you to make philosopher's stones here?
I mean, like I wonder then it's just human bodies that you need.
Yeah.
Could you just like bring them back like this?
This is it right here.
It's just the human composition that you need for the stone. Is what it's kind of being said right now.
So I guess you just need another body to attach all these other souls.
Give myself a little extra challenge during a fight now and then. Now, let's fight.
Did you hear what I said? Is about to turn 3.
Oh my god.
I love Colonel Hughes.
I'm at work.
He's calling Mustang.
I'm over
This little thing. I'll gush over my wife too. I know. It's your turn now. Go ahead, Colonel. I know you're dying to gush over your very own scar-faced Ishbalan.
It's the closest thing he has to a relationship.
I thought he was gonna like point out the other blonde chick.
So at the present, many people here think it's most likely that he's dead. If that's the case, I should be able to lift the body.
Or he ran.
We've been played! I thought it was suspiciously quiet in here.
Major Armstrong's gonna take his shirt off again and yell at us some more, isn't he?
Those brats are going to pay.
I mean, if you were doing your job, you know,
I know.
they wouldn't even be gone.
You're gonna start to like lock the places out from the outside.
What happened?
Ooh.
My shoulder doesn't feel right.
Malfunction?
I increased the percentage of chrome, so it's less prone to rusting, but it's not as strong, so don't try anything crazy.
Couldn't he, in technicality, just get better metal and just alchemize it into his own and just like replace the parts?
If he knew how to make it himself.
I
yeah.
guess.
It's been too long since I've had prey that was worth hunting. Right about now, my companion should be finishing off the partner you left outside. He isn't as strong as I am, though.
Then he shouldn't have a problem.
And I've still never beaten him.
Damn.
Beating the fuck out of this guy. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, it was about time we got a fucking house phones.
Still for a second and let me cut you up, you.
You're empty.
Once upon a time, right here in Central, there was a butcher named Barry who loved his work. His favorite part was cutting up the meat into little tiny pieces. But one day, Barry found that cutting up beef and pork wasn't enough anymore. But not before 23 victims had fallen prey to him and his knife.
That's a big number, not gonna lie.
Naturally,
Yeah.
after terrorizing Central for so long, Barry was sent to the gallows for his wicked deeds. We haven't even reached the good part. Barry isn't actually dead, you see. He's very much alive and charged with guarding a certain place. I am the infamous serial killer, Barry the Chopper! Ah!
Never heard of you.
Oh my god, yeah.
I love that Alphonse is so like he's
Polite.
trying to become like I've never heard of you. I'm sorry.
Shouldn't you be going? Ah!
I've always loved that about his character.
Yeah.
Hey, now that's impolite. Hey, I'm not a criminal.
Huh? Then what happened to you?
It's kind of a long story.
Are you sure that you're not a puppet created and controlled by your so-called brother? Were you ever even a real person to begin with?
How can you ask something like that? I have memories. I remember who I was before.
And who's to say those memories aren't made up?
But Henry and Granny, they know me.
That's easy. They're in on it
This
too.
dude's such a fucking
Yeah.
dick. He doesn't even know who any of these people are. He's
Yeah.
saying that they're like betraying him.
Then how do you know that you were really alive?
He's just taking advantage of his age.
This area's off limits. Don't move.
Damn.
Brother is that good, is he? Then I'll have to hurry up and defeat you so I can get around to taking care of him.
Go out! Do it now!
What?
Nice.
There's no such thing as dirty in a fight! There's something I need to ask you about.
The Philosopher's Stone?
Yes. Tell me everything you know about it.
Sorry, can't. I'm not beaten.
All right, everybody's gonna steal it. Yep.
Impossible!
I mean, is it impossible? Alphonse was able to move a little bit.
I forgot to mention something about this mass murderer Slicer.
I hope they explain a little bit more. Because I don't know if he's able to see without the head on.
That's a dirty trick! I'm going to die!
Damn.
You reminded me of someone I don't like. And now I've done exactly what he did.
As much as I hate to admit it, we've lost.
So you're not gonna tell me you're really 3 brothers, are you?
Oh no. With bodies like these, are we really even people?
Yes.
I consider you people whether you have physical bodies or not.
Come on, what's the matter, little puppet?
I told you I'm not a puppet!
You keep telling yourself that.
Oh my god.
You've got a blood seal too, right? Destroy it. Go ahead, break it yourself. If you die, you were a real boy all along, just like you want to believe.
And now that we're in these pseudo bodies, we're being treated like humans for the first time. Don't you see the irony?
Yes, I do. It's all over the ground. Mommy.
My, that was a close call. Number 48, you should know better than to talk about things that don't concern you.
Okay, Envy. There you go.
Such a troublesome
Full
boy.
metal
How did
pipsqueak.
you find out about this place?
Brother! Brother!
Quit, you pathetic blubbering, you idiot!
Jesus.
Do you understand me? You could have messed up the entire plan!
That's crazy that they're trying to use him as a sacrifice piece. It's like, go ahead and keep learning about all this shit. We'll use you when time is right.
Tell me who you people are. What plan are you talking about? What do you mean when you say important sacrifice? Don't call me Pipsqueak again.
Then what would you prefer?
Shrimp.
Pipsqueak. Whoa now.
This is a fight.
I want to say that symbol is the typical symbol for Lemao.
Technical difficulties.
Lucky me!
Like that's typical the symbol for Seven Deadly Sins, I think, because I think the other anime has the same symbol too.
I don't recall, but I'll have to look.
This place again, it's too dangerous.
There's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while, but I guess I've been too afraid to say it.
What was Ed about to tell me?
Were you ever even a real person to begin with? What?
Stay right
I'm low-key annoyed.
there. The next one puts a hole in your head.
Why?
I feel like Alphonse should have had that. And obviously he's like,
Having an
Being-
existential crisis right
yeah.
now.
So I'm not gonna pin it on him, but I would have liked him to have it on his own.
Sergeant, get down now.
Like show me that he can handle himself,
What are you doing? Get away from there.
But my brother is still inside the building! Ed!
There you are. I brought a little present for you. His life's not in danger, but he has lost a lot of blood, so you might want to get him to a hospital as soon as you can. We'll talk later, and you should go too. What? He's gone.
I mean, why Alphonse just grabbing and jump? Fucking Hulk it.
I know it well. That's the sound of a building exploding. Close as it is, I'd say it's coming from next door, the 5th laboratory. Oh, do excuse me. I was just recalling the Ishvalan War of Extermination, and it put me in such a good mood.
Oh, we got our new villain. I really doubt that Edward had anything close to talk with him about that. He's probably gonna say some dumb ass shit. It's like, you remember that time that like Nana said that there was food, but really like there was none. It's because I ate your plate. Some bullshit like that.
I could see that, yeah. But I want to know, do you think there's any possibility that there is some truth in what number 66 was saying?
The only truth that I can find on there is the idea that whenever you create something, you create it with some kind of intent behind it, and the intent might linger, right? So let's say, like, yes, it's Alphonse's spirit, but the way that he behaves and the way that he does everything, it's only up to what Edward remembers him to be, so he only acts upon to however he, So to a degree, yes, and to a degree, no. It's not necessarily a puppet, but rather like a mere shadow of what it used to be. My thing is, like, I don't see any benefit from it, from Edward at all. Like, what kind of benefit do you make by losing an arm and a limb, an arm and a leg, by trying to make yourself a companion that will always be around you at every single given time?
If that's how it happened.
Maybe. It's just the idea. It's just the idea of, like, there's really nothing else to lose. Like, you already tried to transmute your mom, and that didn't work out.
I obviously won't get into
That's a lie.
My thoughts.
That's a lie.
I won't.
You tend to spoil.
I do, but I won't this time. I'm trying to do better because I not that I spoil, but I say too much for the audience. Let's just say that.
Like, the audience will catch up. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, like, you were one more word.
One more word.
And you almost fucked it.
I knew going into this that it wasn't like your typical shonen, and so I knew that they weren't gonna go with the trope. There's some plots that don't abide by your typical shonen trope. That's all I'll say. I like that they introduced that element to the show with the whole existential crisis.
I do wonder, like, I mean, I'll definitely think on it more in terms of, like, because ultimately it's not until, like, they bring it, like, a second time that's whenever, okay, so, like, the show is really lingering on it, so it has to be, and that's whenever my brain starts working on it. So would I have been thinking about it after this show without you saying anything? Probably not. I mean, after this episode, probably not. But once the next episode, if Alphonse, I almost said Arnold for some reason, Alphonse starts asking questions, and then this guy starts dodging, that's when I was like, oh, okay.
That's when I'll get weird. Yeah, because, like, the show hasn't explicitly said which point of view we're seeing memories from, and that's what got me first time around. Is like, okay, well, if, like, technically we were looking through everything through Alphonse's point of view, and then, like, the stuff we see of Edward was just Edward explaining stuff to Alphonse, then in a way Edward could have just fabricated everything.
and you're always seeing both of them in an outside perspective. That's the thing with anime. It's really hard because of the fact that you don't get, like, a first person view, right, from time to time. So if you do get the first person view and you see Alphonse on the floor or whatever, or no Alphonse, which granted I don't remember if we have, so I need to watch the second episode again. And then we see whatever's happening, but again, if we're seeing only from Edward's point of view, like actual eyesight, then that's whenever it's like, you're right, where the fuck was Alphonse? Was Alphonse at whenever that was happening? But unfortunately, that's 8 months ago. And unfortunately, that is something that, like, it didn't cross my mind back then, so I'll probably just rewatch the whole thing, or at least that one part, and I'll check it out. I'm still salty that Alphonse didn't have that on his own, but he should have.
We'll have plenty of good fights coming up, plenty of moments for the characters to shine, but until then,
we'll see you in the next one. See you. Hope you guys enjoyed another Weebs Closet reaction. A special thanks to our Patreons. We appreciate your extra support to keep this channel going. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. See you in the next one.